Elon Musk boarded his private yacht with his son, XAE-12, a rare father-son trip away from tech, tweets, and timelines. The yacht, called Starlight One, set sail off the coast of Greece. Calm sea, clear sky. Nothing suggested disaster. "This trip is just for you and me," Elon told his son. "No work, no projects, just stars and silence." They watched constellations from the deck. X pointed to one. "That one's ours," he said. Elon smiled. "Let's name it Hope." Inside, laughter echoed. Father teaching son chess. Son teaching father TikTok dances. Two worlds colliding peacefully for once. The crew admired their bond. "He's not just a genius," the captain whispered. "He's trying to be a dad." At sunrise, the ocean shimmered like silver. They had no idea it would soon turn black with smoke. A strange smell filled the air by noon. The chef yelled first, "Fire below deck!" Chaos erupted. Elon grabbed his son, ran to the upper deck. "We have to jump," he shouted. "Now!" Without hesitation, they leaped into the sea, into the unknown. The flames roared behind them as the yacht burned. Elon held his son tight, waves crashing like drums. A lifeboat floated nearby, damaged, half-inflated, but better than nothing. They climbed in, coughing, drenched. "Are we going to die?" X asked. Elon hesitated. "Not today. Not while I'm breathing." He scanned the horizon. No ships, no help. Just open water and smoke. Elon turned to his son. "This is where we stay calm. Panic is loud. Faith whispers." They rationed a single bottle of water. "One sip every hour," Elon said. "Discipline saves." The sun baked them. Salt crusted their skin. Still, X held his father's hand. "I believe in you," he whispered. Elon blinked back tears. "That's all I need," he replied. Hours passed. The sky shifted. Birds circled. "Land?" X asked. Elon shook his head. "Number but birds mean life. And life meant hope, even in the loneliest part of the sea." Night fell hard. Stars above mocked their fire below. Cold crept in, but Elon wrapped his son in his shirt. "What if no one finds us?" X asked. Elon replied, "Then we find ourselves." They whispered memories to stay awake. SpaceX launches, bedtime stories, times they forgot to say, "I love you." X whispered, "I don't care about rockets. I care about right now." Elon kissed his forehead. "Me too." A cargo ship light blinked far off. Elon lit a flare, but it fizzled. "Try again," X said. "It's not over." The second flare sparked like fire from heaven. They screamed, waved, prayed. The ship veered, slowed. A horn blew in the dark. Rescue was near. Elon laughed for the first time in hours. "We made it." X held him tightly. I didn't doubt it. The sea, once cruel, began to sing a different song. On board the cargo ship, medics checked them. Elon refused a stretcher. "I'm not broken," he said. "Just grateful." His son was quiet. "Why'd the fire happen?" he asked. Elon answered, "Sometimes things break to show us what matters." The crew gave them blankets and soup. Warmth never felt so earned. "You saved me," X whispered. Elon replied, "You saved me first, with your belief." The captain said, "You're lucky." 10 more minutes. Elon nodded. "We didn't need 10. We needed one good one." News broke worldwide. Elon Musk rescued at sea with son. Cameras awaited them at shore. Elon declined interviews. "This isn't a story, it's a second chance," X scribbled in a notebook. "Writing what you'd say?" Elon asked. "No," he said. "What I felt." That notebook would later move the entire world, but for now, they just watched the waves in silence. Back on land, Elon finally spoke. But it wasn't tech talk. It was testimony. When the ocean takes everything, it gives something else. perspective. Reporters fell silent. Even critics listened. Elon said, "This wasn't a fire, it was a reminder. My son saw me afraid, but he never stopped believing in me." X stepped forward. Small voice, big moment. "I wasn't scared because he was with me." The crowd gasped. One cameraman whispered, "That kid just said everything." Elon wiped tears. "I've built rockets, but nothing stronger than that kid's faith." The video went viral, not for views, for values. And in that moment, Elon Musk was no longer just an innovator, he was a father, found. Months later, Elon and X returned to the same coastline. No yacht, just a small boat and a promise. "We're not here to escape, we're here to thank." They released flowers into the water. Each petal represented a lesson learned, a moment survived. X whispered, "The sea gave us back more than it took." Elon replied, "Because we didn't just survive it, we respected it." A dolphin jumped near their boat. X laughed. "Maybe it remembers us." Elon smiled, "Or maybe it just honors us." Locals gathered on shore. No autographs requested, just nods. Silent respect. The captain who rescued them joined. "You're different now," he told Elon. "You're full." "I'm still learning," Elon admitted, "but this time I'm learning slow." They left no footage, no selfies, just stillness on the sea. Because some places aren't for fame, they're for forgiveness. X began writing a book, half memoir, half letter. Title, "What the Fire Taught Me." "It's not about fear," he wrote, "it's about faith in moments that scare you." Elon wrote the foreword. "My son didn't just survive, he led." The first print sold out overnight, not because of Musk, but because of meaning. Teachers made it required reading. "It teaches empathy," one said, "and courage." Inmates passed it around prison libraries. "It gave me hope," one noted, "and made me call my son." A child in Japan wrote X a letter. "You taught me how to breathe when it burns." Elon replied to every reader who said the book helped them change, because this wasn't just his son's story. It was everyone's chance to heal. And the final chapter simply read, "We didn't escape the fire. We found our light." X was nominated for a humanitarian award. He almost declined. "I didn't do anything," he said. Elon encouraged him. "You did everything. You believed." At the ceremony, X didn't speak long. "This isn't mine," he said. "It's everyone's who ever held on when they wanted to let go." The crowd wept, not because of fame, but because of familiarity with fear. Elon clapped the longest, not as a billionaire, but as a father. The medal was small, but the moment, monumental. A plaque behind the stage read, "Honor isn't in rescue, it's in remembering." And X would never forget, because some awards shine longer than gold. They glow from within. And this one burned bright with purpose. X visited a school after a teacher reached out. "They read your book. They want to hear your voice." He walked into a gym full of silence, not for intimidation, but inspiration. "I'm not here as Musk's son," he said. "I'm here as a kid who got scared and lived." The students listened like it was their own story. One asked, "What was the first thing you thought when you jumped?" "That I'd rather jump with my dad than burn alone," he answered. Another asked, "Do you still fear water?" "Only when I forget that I survived it." That day, not a single student missed class. That night, every one of them talked about something real. And in that gym, 1,000 hearts softened at once. Elon and X were invited to light the torch at a global youth summit. Not because of tech, the organizer said, because of truth. Together, they held the flame. One spark, two hands, countless echoes. This is for anyone who thinks they're too small to survive big things, X said. Elon whispered, and for the ones who love us when we're scared. The flame roared higher than expected. Symbolic, someone said. Or maybe real, someone else whispered. Cameras flashed, but the moment remained sacred. For the first time, Elon wasn't introduced by credentials, but by connection. The summit ended with one chant. Hold on. And in that fire, no one felt alone. Because sometimes, survival is what starts the spark. The yacht's debris was recovered. Elon requested one piece, a burned plank with his name half charred. He placed it in his office. This reminds me who I am when everything burns away. X asked, does it hurt to look at it? Elon replied, it would hurt more to forget. Visitors noticed it immediately. What is that? They'd ask. A reminder that nothing's permanent, except love, Elon said. That plank sparked conversations more than any prototype. Journalists wrote essays about it. The fire that fathered a different Elon. He didn't reply to articles. He just kept the plank close. Some souvenirs are painful, others are promises. And this one promised he'd never drift too far from what mattered. X wrote a song. Simple chords, soft voice. It was never meant for release, but Elon heard it. This saved me more than tech, he said. Let's share it. The song, titled Ocean Between, went viral overnight. Its chorus, you held me like the sky, even when the world burned. Teens sang it in bedrooms. Parents cried hearing it in hallways. Schools added it to assemblies. It makes us feel safe, a teacher said. Elon produced the music video. No luxury, just fire, water, and father-son silhouettes. One critic wrote, this isn't a song, it's a lighthouse. And through it, millions learned to grieve and grow. Because sometimes music doesn't entertain, it saves. X wrote a letter and buried it in a time capsule. For someone who's scared right now, you're going to survive. He added a matchstick. Because you'll find your own light. Elon added his note, believe them. They're stronger than I ever was. Schools around the world began writing their own letters. Some were buried, some were framed, all were felt. A new holiday was proposed, Firelight Day, a moment for every family to kneel, light a candle, and tell the truth. Congress passed it unanimously. We may argue on everything, one said, but we all agree on hope. Elon lit the first candle. X lit the second. The rest of the world followed. And light, once feared, became the symbol of everything worth holding on to. X turned 18. I want to go back to the sea, he said. Elon hesitated, then nodded. Let's do it. Together. They boarded a small sailboat. No crew, no tech, just trust. As they reached the horizon, X smiled. I'm not afraid. Neither am I, Elon replied, because you taught me how to stay afloat. They scattered flower petals, one for every person who ever held on just 1 minute longer. X played his song from a speaker. You held me like the sky. A dolphin surfaced, same one, maybe, same message, definitely. They stayed at sea until sunrise, not to escape, but to remember. Because home isn't a place, it's the peace we carry forward. Years later, X stood on a stage. Father now. His child watching from the front row. I'm not here to preach, he said. I'm here to remind. He played his song, read from the book, then said nothing for 1 full minute. In that silence, people cried, not from pain, but from presence. We don't need more heroes, he said. We need more hands that hold. Elon, now older, smiled from backstage, not proud of fame, proud of fire. The screen behind them showed a photo, 2 people leaping into the ocean. This was the moment everything burned, X said, and the moment everything began. The lights dimmed. One candle stayed lit. Because some stories don't end. They echo. What did you think of this incredible journey of survival, faith, and the unbreakable bond between a father and son? Let us know in the comments below and tell us where you're watching this video from. We'd love to hear from you. If this story touched your heart, please consider subscribing to our channel for more inspiring stories, giving this video a like, and sharing it with someone who needs a reminder to hold on. Thank you for watching.